Okay, so it's been a while since we've caught up with Hakon and his group, and there's some people we can chat with. Um, don't think it really matters who we talk to first, so let's chat with our uh, scrivener, our scribe, Ludin. You knew him well, didn't you? Vognir? No. Oh, well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Varl listened. I knew that. I could use help there. The scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Mulger's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. Hey, that's still important. What are you always putting down in that journal? I heard you were a terror in your day. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Get some rest. Always more marching to do. Okay, let's go in order. What are you always putting down in that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner in Arborang for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Ludin's? Gods forbid. You relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. You consider what to say next. I heard you were a terror in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we Varl can get. Naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me. Just hunkers in Grafheim collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Krumer is close, I think. But the... oh gosh. The adult son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am. Although... The scrivener gestures around him as if to remind you of the current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery baron for Jorundur now. Can't remember half of what I've done. Hence the journal? Hence. Don't get fancy on my behalf, Hakon. Okay, I won't. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Gods, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths with you. Oh, Eben. Alright, get some rest. Always more marching to do. I've hoofed more hills than a horse born with a grudge. Don't worry about me. Okay, let's talk to... Mogar, I think is his name. I'd ask how you're dealing with Vognir's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Mogar, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Vognir. Tell you the truth? I wouldn't want to be in your position either. What do you ask? Anything you can tell me about the caravan? Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? You think we're walking into a death trap? Let's get back to it. Option 1. Throw together this many Varl, half of them want to hit each other. The rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal. I've got it under control. The fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Vognir. Those are the ones to worry about. What about Ludin's men? They don't want to hear anything from me. I know that. Any problems? Could be. Ludin's pet Varl is named Bersi. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too. Yrsa. She's probably the best fighter Ludin's got, to be honest. I've overheard some of the Varl calling her the witch. Ooh. Why? The flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Varl more than the dredge. Still doesn't make much sense. Witch? They're not scholars, Hakon. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. Okay, haven't you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am? Any more rope and I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forget, you weren't around back then. At one point I had more rope. I hung myself. So, no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. I think. You think we're walking into a death trap? This many Varl? Nah, we should be alright. Things could get rough, though. I don't like being the one to send Varl to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who would have expected Vognir to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although I have to wonder... Nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. But we're curious and nosy, so what were you holding back about Vognir? I'd rather not say, Hakon. Why not? It's the kind of thing that gets stuck in your head, and you need a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it. Sounds important. Tell me. If you say so, keep it to yourself. I don't know if we'll get a chance to bug him about it later, though. No, I feel like it's going to bother us if we don't know what it is. Tell me. How did Vognir die? He ran into dredge. Wasn't expecting it. When we found him, he was lying face down, like he was struck from behind. Ooh. Did he really get taken down by some random slag? Who else was there? Oh, maybe he thinks Ludin did it. Yep. You think Ludin? He probably didn't, but... Damn it, we should keep an eye on that bastard. If you see anything else, tell me. I will. Let's get back to it. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. Oh gosh, that's something to think about, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, we kind of saw how quickly Ludin fell to those dredge, so... I don't know if he would have been able to take on a Varl. Even if Vognir wasn't aware. I don't know, something doesn't add up to me. I don't think... I'd be surprised if Ludin was responsible, honestly. I don't think he's that competent. But I guess time will tell. Okay, let's check on our heroes. Do we have anyone who can be promoted? Hakon can. And we have plenty of points, so let's promote. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so let's bump up your willpower and your health. Good. And, Gunnolf, I can't wait to see you again. And Eric is here, and we can promote him too. Very nice. Okay, let's bump up your health. And I guess your armor for now. And we can focus on these later. And let's see. I don't actually have any items to give you. Maybe we can find a market later. Okay, so let's move on. And let's hit the road. Leaving Bitterfell. Okay. Look at that, says Moger. In the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just as easily pass by as rush up there to slaughter them. Ludin overhears. That's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. It'd be a waste of time. Strand can handle that. Moger sends some warriors to take care of it. We'll deal with it ourselves. Well, let's see. I kind of want to start leveling you guys up, so let's deal with it ourselves. The caravan stops and waits while you lead a small detachment up the hillside to take care of the dredge quickly. You tell Ludin to stay by the caravan. He folds his arms and mutters something about being treated like a child. Maybe if you stopped acting like a child, we wouldn't have this problem. Okay. Eric, get in there. We gotta promote you too. Well, yeah. Actually, no, you were just promoted. That's okay, we can keep grinding. Okay, Hakon, Moger, Gunnolf, Eric. Good, good, good. Okay. Oh, yeah, this should be simple enough. Okay. Let's go. I kind of wish Gunnolf was going first, actually, just so we could use that Tempest thing. But that's alright. And I gotta remember what your abilities are. Centering impact, added strength and armor damage to target and adjacent enemies. Or we can just do a regular attack. Let's see. Let's just remember what this does. Oh, nice, okay. Bring the pain. Break an enemy's armor and punishes enemies for retaliating. Right, because we learned that with the dredge, you should focus on breaking their armor before you go after their health. Speaking of which, okay, that's better. Good. Oh, only -2? Oh, that's okay. Ouch. That was stupid, going after the Varl. Okay. Tempest. I don't think it's worth it if it's only one dredge, and I don't want Eric getting hit either. Okay. Rally. Gives willpower to allies in any range. Nah. Okay. Good. Meh. Okay. This is fine. Move, we can rest, attack. Yeah, that's... We could just take him out. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And you only have 2 armor left, so we'll just go ahead. Oh! Woo! This one's standing. Let's attack. I don't get why... You have plenty of willpower. I don't know why it's not letting me trigger it. Oh well. That's fine. And Eric, go ahead. Great. Okay, that was easy. Victory. Ogre is ready for promotion. 8 renown, not bad. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh. Hakon. Yes, Ludin. You can hear Ludin's hard-booted trot as you set up camp the first day and brace yourself. Oh boy. Can we speak as equals? We can try. It seems clear to me you plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way. Am I right? You're not wrong. Why do you ask? In fact, I plan to go out of my way to kill them. We only kill dredge when necessary. Why do you ask? Because since we left Arborang, the Varl have been acting like I need protection. Well... Don't assume only the Varl can fight. Do you understand me? That is my banner we fly to Grofheim, the banner of Arborang. I insist on joining in battle. Almost gutted in your first encounter and ready for more? Whatever you like, Prince. And... I expected more resistance. From Vognir, maybe. They tell me you were his kender. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin Varl thing? Don't you take on his responsibilities? That doesn't mean I care what happens to you. In my own way. Why the tough act, kid? I feel like that's just gonna make him mad. That's kind of rude. Even if it might be slightly true. In my own way. Then stop acting like I'm a thorn in your side. You are a thorn in our side. When you're nearly 200 years... Okay, when you're nearly 200 years, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man. Is that right? Seriously. You better start. We'll both be kings someday. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. Ludin looks at you as though you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. Okay. I guess I'm glad we cleared that up. On exertion. You've gotten some characters with high exertion. Don't overlook this important stat. Exertion lets you add more willpower to your actions. Want to add more than 1 star to your attack? Upgrading to 3 exertion lets you add 3 damage to every attack, or move 3 spaces further than usual if you've got the willpower for it. Remember, each stat is equally important in combat. Choose wisely. Thank you. Oh, we can talk to Yrsa. And we can talk to this guy whose name escapes me. I hate being better at faces than names. Okay, she seems cool. Let's talk to Yrsa first. Yrsa, right? She watches you approach with her head tilted back and points a thumb toward Ludin's tent. No, here for you. Oh? Can we talk? Yrsa shakes her head no, a smile on her lips, eyelids low. Why not? I don't. In those two curiously contradictory words, you get two impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice. Okay, well that rules out me narrating her. And this might be a complete waste of time. She watches you expectantly. You don't talk? It's about the flaming arrows. You're Ludin's bodyguard? Well, this has been fun. We did want to talk to her about the arrows. Maybe that will help her open up. She raises an eyebrow. Varl and fire don't get along. All you get is a shrug. If you're going to use them... She pulls an arrow. There's a flick of the wrist you don't quite catch. Suddenly, a bird combusts in the tree behind you and falls to the ground, smoldering. Half the camp has turned to watch. Don't tell me not to. So you don't talk? No. You do, though. I don't. She smiles warmly, clearly enjoying her game. Okay, you're Ludin's bodyguard? No, he's mine. Before you have the chance to be confused, she cackles, abrupt and loud, then looks slightly embarrassed. You are his personal guard, though. Her expression changes to, of course. How did you end up with someone like Ludin? Luck? Well, this has been fun. Well, maybe fun for her. I don't know. This is very fun, actually. She crosses her arms, a hand on her chin, and cocks her head to one side. Until next time, Yrsa. Hakon? You stop and look over your shoulder. I am a witch, so be careful. She puts her forefinger to her lips with a soft shh. You depart, not quite sure what to make of that. Oh dear, okay. Alright. Maybe this guy will be a bit more chatty. You have a moment? As you approach Bersi, he lowers the book he was reading. He doesn't strike you as the book reading type. You're Bersi. You're Hakon. We've gotten that out of the way, haven't we? I had some questions. Say what you want to say. Okay. What's a Varl doing working for Ludin? What's a Varl doing working for another Varl? What difference does it make? It looks like you're in charge right now, so do me a favor and don't get Ludin killed. That's easier said than done. He's the one who keeps wandering off. He's important to you? No, but that's one way to put it. Okay. Where do you learn to fight? Same way as you? By fighting. You know what I mean. I robbed well-protected merchants for at least one man's lifetime. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Not anymore? I've had a lot of jobs. Can I trust you? What a loaded question. Depends what you mean. Whose back will you have if things go wrong? Assume I'm looking out for myself and you'll figure it out. Does Ludin understand that? Ludin doesn't even understand that half his army is here just to protect him from the people he talks to. You laugh at the unexpected gouge. Bersi grins, pleased with himself. Okay, I won't keep you any longer. See you on the battlefield, O leader of Varl. You could join us. I'm where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping Ludin alive. Got it? As you step away, you can't help but wonder if there was a bit of a threat behind that gravelly request. That's because there was. Alright. We have some coy companions with us. Not very easy to talk to, are we? Okay. Let's just while I'm thinking about it, let's quickly promote Moger. Oh, and we have Yrsa in our party now. That's cool. Check on that in a second. So promote. Yep. Let's see. Their willpower is a little low, so let's bump that up. And I'm guessing this means maybe how well you can break another person's armor, so that's tempting. Although I prefer to bump up health first and then focus on the other stuff, so okay, good. And let's see about Yrsa. She is a siege archer. And let's see. Her active ability is slag and burn. The character throws a 5-tile area of slag onto the ground, which explodes immediately. Targeted tile takes the damage seen below. Adjacent units take 2 strength damage. It also leaves randomly placed burning coals on unoccupied tiles. If targeting an empty tile, coals always appear on the center tile first. Walking over the burning coals causes 1 strength damage. And her passive ability is puncture. By standing still, the archer is able to line up a shot that takes advantage of the enemy's missing armor, doing bonus damage. For every 2 points of armor her target has lost, the archer gains 1 additional strength to her attack, as long as she didn't move beforehand. This makes her especially deadly near the end of a fight, or against tough opponents who have lost a lot of armor. Just remember not to move, giving the archer time to line up her shot. Okay, that sounds useful. Bio. Not many people know much about where Yrsa came from, but ever since Ludin became old enough to train, Yrsa has been close by. Rumors used to spread about a romantic relationship between the two until Yrsa found out about them, and then suddenly they stopped. Those who have spent much time near her have described the woman as intimidating. Yeah, she's a little scary, but kinda cool. I like her. It's nice to have an archer in the party. So far all we've had are melee units. So, okay. Let's see what we should do next. Yeah, let's leave. Let's see if we can get a bit more done. So pretty. I love the winter scenes. You overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. I'm happy to stomp some slags as much as the next Varl, but I didn't join up to take orders from Hakon, says one. Apparently he doesn't realize you're within earshot, not willing to die for him either. Make your presence known but walk on. Challenge the Varl to a fight. Threaten him loudly. Blindside him. Sometimes... Let's see. Sometimes I think just letting someone quietly know that you heard them talking smack about you says a lot more than doing something physical. So, make your presence known but walk on. Not sure Vognir would have been happy to hear that, you growl loudly. The Varl flinches as you walk past without looking his direction. In the distance you can hear his friend laughing at his misfortune. Told you so. And nobody had to get hurt. A small gathering of tents come into view. Group of merchants from the look of it. You ask what they're doing here. We were camped out at the Godstone ahead, one tells you, leaving an offering to Dengler, as one does. His expression sure turns. Dredge started appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed. Thought the Godstone to be safe, but damned if I know why. We've been dodging them since we left. Assure them the way to Strand is clear and see them off. Ask if they have anything to trade. Yeah. Not much, he replies. Anything of value we left at the Godstone. I've never seen this many Varl in one place before. You're off to deal with those dredge? You nod. We could part with some supplies if you need them. we do have a lot of supplies. We have like, what, 60 something worth? We'll take them how much? We have enough to keep them. Well, they just had to abandon the Godstone, and they had to leave a lot behind. I think we can make do. Keep them. As you like. If you're passing Dingler's Stone, I have a request, though. My wife's brother stayed behind. You'll know him by the necklace with many gold rings. If you see him, say we are safely in Strand. You agree, and the merchants continue onward. Let's see if we can get to a Godstone. Oh yeah, we have plenty of supplies, goodness. We're fine. Even though we do have a lot of people. The caravan slows unexpectedly. Word travels down the line, and then to Mulgar, who tells you, Dredge know we're coming, probably saw us back at Vedderfell, and did their usual lurking. Could have been bad if we had plodded into them, but we saw them first. Dredge watched you, waiting to see what you do. When's the last time you commanded a few hundred, Hakon? Asks Mulgar. Don't overthink it. The warriors can take care of themselves. Okay, when you come across more enemies than your party can handle, you'll engage in war. Give your army orders to fit the situation, but be prepared to get your own hands dirty too. By making battle easier for yourself, you'll end up with higher casualties. Or you can take a burden on yourself with a harder battle, but save more lives. If you're ever desperately outnumbered, it may be best to run, avoiding battle completely. Dredge lie in the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count. There must be at least 469 of them. You have 185 fighters and 466 Varl at your side. So that's, what, 466 plus 185. That's almost 700. So we outnumbered them by 182. And by the way, I did not figure that out in my head. I used my phone. I cheated. Math and I are not friends. Let's see. Even from here, you can see nervous glances amidst the enemy ranks. This looks like a good chance to press your advantage. Charge, formations, hold them off, retreat, oversee. Oh gosh, formation, to press your advantage. Charge? You consider taking your trusted allies and leading the charge, battering down the enemy. It will throw you into the thick of battle where fighting is most dangerous, but a strong charge can save lives. Let's see what else. Yeah, I know. Formations. You start comparing weaknesses and strengths, taking into account terrain, morale, and the look of your enemy. If you're careful, you should be able to keep your forces balanced. Okay. Could hold them off. You consider making a wall and skirting the battlefield, buying enough time for you to help the weak and the wounded make their escape. It's a risk. Your warriors will take the brunt of the attack, but it may save more lives in the long run. Good retreat? You seriously consider what you're about to do. As the caravan flees, it will undoubtedly take heavy losses, the enemy nipping at your heels. On the other hand, sometimes escape is a better plan than a complete massacre. Oversee. Looking across the battlefield, you'll wonder if a tactical approach would be best. If you keep your weapons sheathed, you'll be able to take in the fight from afar and give orders with a clear head. You can never tell exactly how it's going to turn out, though. I don't think retreating is necessary because we have so many more fighters. Let's try formations. You start rallying your forces and gather your allies to you, preparing to enter the fray. Okay. Let's see. Hakon. This is a pretty good balance between Varl and humans, so yeah, let's. Although Bersi, maybe we'll save Bersi for another fight. Let's get started. Okay, this isn't so bad. Ready. War. Ooh. And we have an extra willpower to boot, so let's get started. Okay. Tech. We can take this guy out right away, so let's just do that. Promote. Woohoo. Okay. Bring the pain. I'd rather be able to just wipe you out in one shot, but I don't think I can. See if bring the pain does. Or, yeah. Okay. Oh no. Oh, get up. My gosh. It only did like 1 point of damage. Good enough, go over here. Because you're probably gonna have to save Ludin. What did I say? Gosh. Alright. Rally attack. Let's try wear down your armor a little. Uh-oh. I hate that. Although, joke's on you, because you just hit your own guy, so well done. You just damaged his armor as well. Okay, right. Gotta remember to get these health statuses up. I don't even remember what your impale. Okay. Causes knockback and target bleeds when moving. And let's see what your regular attack is. I don't... Actually, let's do you... Oh, okay. That works, I think. Yes. Spearmaster. Okay. How far is your range? I don't think the dredge are gonna walk that far. Can we just attack? No, again, we need to get you into better range. So, okay. Doesn't have any armor left to attack, so I hope we don't accidentally hit someone else. Oh, no. Okay. That was pretty good. Alright, now you. Your armor is pretty high, so let's start chipping away at that. Oof. Okay. Help me out, Moger. No, this guy. Okay. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Yeah, go for it. Very nice. And a promotion. Okay. Let's help Ludin out. And... Village. Gosh. Ludin, you are hopeless. Okay. Let's just... keep chipping away at that. Yrsa. Let's see. Can we... Ooh. Yeah. Nice job. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You could take this opportunity to pull back and leave combat immediately. On the other hand, chasing down more dredge would rally your fighters and save a few lives. You won't have time to rest or to change your party, but a chance to loot your enemies might even reveal items they took from previous victims. Should we kill a few more? I think we can take on a few more. You attack any dredge still brave enough to face you. Just 2? We can take them. Oh, 3. Sorry. I spoke too soon. Okay, I'm not too worried about trying to break down their armor now, because they're just kind of the remnants. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, it doesn't matter. Go ahead, Eric. Oh no, there we go. Okay, and Eric got a promotion. And we got a world hook. A world hook? Yeah, I think that's what that's up. Nice. Ooh. Oh, nice. Spearmaster achievement. Siege Archer achievement. Wow, and a lot of renown. Awesome. I kind of wish it told me what that item was, though. Okay. Ludin has been sending scouts ahead, quicker and more nimble than your Varl. One rushes back just as you cross the hilltop, out of breath. Dredge! That direction. You overhear him tell Ludin. About a day away. They found a village. Oh boy. You ask what they're doing. Tearing the place apart, he says. Maybe 1,000 of them or more, looking for gods know what. This will be a bigger fight than usual. Ludin is uncharacteristically silent, waiting to see what you say. Draw some of them forward and split them. Get closer. Wait and see what they do. Well, I don't think waiting is a good idea. Get closer. Draw some of them forward and split them. Maybe get closer? Or should we try to lure them away? Let's get closer. You set out a slow march, moving as quietly as an army can. It'll be another half day before you spy the village. When they come into view, you'll make a plan. With the village still a day away, you're eating on the march. A Varl approaches. We had words earlier, says Gris. You recall him claiming that he didn't care for your command. You were right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight at your side. Pride hangs on his posture and sincerity in his eyes. You protect me? Get out of my face. You've got one shot. Okay, we'll try it. You tell him to report to Mogr. I don't sit in the back lines. Make a mistake and you'll get your head caved in. Nobody will lose sleep over it. He nods and goes to speak with Mogr. Okay. You're close enough to see dredge rattling through the buildings below. The village seems to slither. Pull them out of the houses, Mogr suggests. Slag can't resist an ambush. We'll have better luck in an open field. Take the fight to them. I don't like this. We'll skirt the village. Yeah, I like Mogr's suggestion. You send your shield bangers forward to get their attention. Before long, the dredge have gathered, ready for a fight. Let's see. A fight seems okay. 561 of them. You have 185 fighters and 466 Varl. Let's try overseeing this time. See what happens? Aim back and try to direct the chaos of battle as best you can. Oof. Oh. Ludin was promoted. Yrsa was promoted. 6 renown this time. That's more the casualties than I would have liked, but oh well. Bodies blanket the area, so the snow itself had turned black and red. You walk between clusters of survivors, taking account of your warriors. Eventually you cross paths with Mulger. This was a tough one, he says. Hope we don't face worse the further we go, but this could be a hint of things to come. You nod. Let's check out that village. The wounded are gathered, and you head towards what is left of the village ahead. Okay. You wander through the small village. Where there had been a cacophony of battle before, now an eerie silence hangs over the place. Bodies of dredge and villagers make a macabre path to houses that have been ripped apart as if by a tornado. Yrsa stops in her tracks. Hear that? She all but whispers. It sounds like crying. Soon you discover a trap door partially hidden by a carpet. Open the hatch or leave it. Well, what if it's a kid? It could be a trap, but I'd rather take my chances. A woman's scream dies in her throat at the sight of Varl instead of dredge. Men and women both are huddled together. A baby cries on her mother's shoulder. They are clearly awed to see so many warriors. What do we do now? They ask. Go to Strand. We've cleared the way. Go to Strand. We'll send escorts with you. Stay here if you like. What? No, don't stay there. There's nothing left. Go to Strand. We cleared the way. They can't defend themselves, though. So, I mean, it doesn't really sound like they can. They don't sound like fighters. They just sound like, you know, your everyday villager. We'll send escorts. You gather a handful of warriors to send back with the frightened villagers. With the path already cleared behind you, they shouldn't find too much trouble along the way, but you'll miss their strength in battle. Eric watches. I almost feel guilty about this, he says. I know Strand. Even if they make it in one piece, the locals will tear them apart. Not literally, of course, but, well, maybe literally. I might join them. An excuse to run home, Eric. We need you here. Go if you wish. Oh, no, Eric, I don't want to lose you too. We do need you here. Not from what I've seen, he says, but taps the toe of his boot on the ground and returns to the caravan. Well, okay. Looks like we're hunkering down here for now, and I think that's a good place as any to stop. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video of the Banner Saga, and I hope to see you in another video soon.